Welcome back to a new edition of Digital Champions. I'm your host coming to you from Atlanta. This is Mary Therese Griffin. Very excited to take you all the way to Miami, Florida today. We have got from Juice, one of the co-founders on the show with us. This is Michael Lisovetsky. Michael, thanks for being on Digital Champions. Very excited that you're here. Tell us all about Juice.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, so Juice is a digital marketing agency. We're focused on paid social, paid search, email, SEO, pretty much all channels. Right now, we have 35 folks that are fully remote across the US, and we're spending anywhere from $7 to $10 million a month on behalf of clients.
How do you convince your clients that even if they have an internal marketing team, internal, digital media, how do you convince them that they should partner with Juice, that that's a better road to success?
Yeah, a lot of times it's just to focus on the full funnel. So it's thinking about what are some greater business questions, like whether it's pricing related or is it supply chain related for Q4. And what we found is that we just have a lot more perspective because we're seeing across so many industries and different types of funnels, where being in an agency, the benefit is that we have that perspective. Whereas at even internal teams, they can get stuck sometimes or they can kind of get tunnel vision. So what we provide is really perspective.
What do you see as some of the biggest changes coming, say, over the next 2 years in digital marketing or marketing as a whole?
I mean, the biggest changes are around attribution. It's owning customer data, just like having first party data is becoming incredibly important, much more important than it was before. Because before we had this like crutch or this shortcut through the platforms. And as platforms are becoming more privacy conscious, and let's say even Apple with its latest email changes, it's just going to become more important to understand the customer more, have a better relationship, and ultimately have a stronger relationship.
As fast as marketing is changing, I mean, again, it's not your typical mom and pop advertising anymore on television or newspaper. How are you seeing the changes just in digital marketing and how quickly they're coming and what people need to be ready for?
Of course. And we're seeing a tremendous amount of change. When I started doing Facebook ads in 2014, it was a completely different experience. It was that just to give an example, at that point, it was how do you provide Facebook with as much direction as possible and have it do its thing. And at this point, it's be as hands off as possible, write the best copy, create the best creative, and tee it up for success. So what we're seeing is that certain platforms are going the let's automate as much away that we can as possible route, and other platforms like Google are being more how do we build more tooling for the media buyer and how do we empower the media buyer to succeed. So it's kind of different across the board, but platforms are going to do their best to try to help brands connect with consumers, even though they're going to have less data than before. And in some ways, it's like mirroring traditional advertising where there are proxy metrics. You don't have the direct line of sight that you have with digital. And the future of digital is a little bit less direct than it was, or it's been historically.
What is the one tip you like to give to brand new customers when it comes to digital marketing? What are they missing?
A lot of times it's what's the offer? Like the offer is really the most compelling thing. A lot of what digital marketing is just putting the right offer in front of the right person. But at the end of the day, that person has to love the product or love the offer or love the service. So really like what is it? What's underneath? And then what's the best way to put that in front of the right person?
I follow you guys at Juice, and you've been doing it great, and you've got some pretty big clients over
Thank
the
you.
years here. So that's why we love to have subject matter experts like you on Digital Champions. What is your advice to somebody who's thinking about, hey, I think I want to do this for a business? Always room for more, I guess. But as a subject matter expert, what advice do you give them, especially in this day?
In terms of starting an agency?
Yeah,
Yeah. I think
absolutely.
that the biggest lesson that we've really confirmed over the years is just investing in people. So what we found is like an agency, or at least the way we view it, is it's a collection of really talented people, ideally, and held to high standards. So it's just finding the best people and finding ways to recruit and retain them, and that's really step one. So having a plan and a strategy for what does it take to get really good people to want to work with you, and how do you set them up for success and pair them with clients where there's a nice gel between them, and also have have a unique opportunity or have a unique perspective that you're bringing to the market. Over time, media buying and a couple other components, they're becoming very commoditized. So if you're going to jump in, just jump in with a unique perspective. That's the most important part.
Okay, I want you to finish this sentence for me. In the next 5 years, Juice will what?
That's a great question. We're definitely, I mean, we're lucky because we've pretty much doubled in size in the last year. So
Yep.
I think that we're going to be much, much, much bigger. I would expect a headcount of 100, 150. This year, we're probably going to end with about 40. And we'll be one of the biggest digital marketing agencies in the space.
I think truer words have never been spoken, my friend. Thank you so much, Michael, for joining us on
Appreciate
Digital
that.
Champions. I hope you'll come back
Thanks for having me.
anytime. If you want to know what Michael and the gang at Juice are up to, you definitely do. You need to check out all the details right here by going to dailyadbrief.com. I'm Mary Therese in Atlanta. Hope to see you for more Digital Champions.